It's Week 16 of the 2022 season, and we'll see Michael Thomas on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Titans and the Texans coming up next.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Jackson, this one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 77 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play action. It's Goff. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Delay of game possible.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 25 carries, 122 yards. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Goff. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back to Taylor on first down. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two. 2nd and 9 from the 44. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get it on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is offenses are striking bigger points down the road.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's the first time he's called his own number. He's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest game. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They go play action with Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Titans at 11-3 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Gone. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Hardy set to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
But he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a dump off here complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Goff throwing again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. But meanwhile, for the Titans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Cook up the gut. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Complete over the middle to Hardy.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Seibert's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Goff.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Got a man, Slayton.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the 31, Goff. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Taylor will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And now out comes Houston.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want
yeah.
to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one too low.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Catch here, left side, Thomas.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson.
No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Goff.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. That's over the middle and caught by Arthega-Whiteside. And he's he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Up the middle, it's Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Jackson now.
Hardy's got it on the out route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A give. This is Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. On 2nd and goal, Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Goff.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6 and it leaves them with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now Goff on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. Well, that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Goff throwing again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Goff's throw taken in by Slayton. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 24, Goff.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
3rd and 2, Goff. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
From the red zone now, Goff.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again. Goff. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Goff now looks to throw. Throw here is incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Houston,
well, this loss means they'll have 2 more shots to avoid the dreaded 0-17.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.